The fifth race of the 2018 Elly Productions Cup Series would visit the vineyards of beautiful Sonoma, California, home to the Sonoma Raceway, one of the two road courses on the regular NASCAR Cup Series circuit, a track that provides many challenges for its drivers. 5 cars would start in the race. Kenneth Bueno would lead them. In his first start, he would win the pole for this race. And now we take a look at the starting lineup. Kenneth Bueno with Preston Cope on the front row. Row number 2 goes to Matthew Stuart and Logan Shore. In row number 3, all by himself, Elly Productions in the 49. The cars would enter the front straightaway, and the green flag would wave. The 17 car would lead him down, but it would be the 24 of Preston Cope getting around him on the outside lane, immediately getting into the gravel a little bit there, heading up the hill. This is a really tricky part of the racetrack, and it would come to bite the 17 cars. He would go around, and a caution would come out in the first corners of lap number 1. Definitely an unexpected caution there, as you see the 70 car heading into that corner, guns ablaze. Doesn't expect the 17 to lift when he does, and just gets into the back of him. That is not a spot on the racetrack where you want to be going full speed. Despite being involved in that incident, pit road would allow the 17 car to get out second, but it would be Preston Cope and the 24 car leading them down to the green flag on lap number 4. The cars would stay pretty neat in single file heading up the hill. The 24 car would get away. As you can see, the 49 tried to look underneath the 17, then decided not to take advantage of the 70 of Matthew Stewart. However, he would, and get around that 49 for the 3rd position. The cars would stay single file heading through the next few portions of the track, but then in this really slow part right at the top of the racetrack, the 24 would get loose coming out of the corner, and that would allow the 17 of Kenneth Bueno to almost get to the inside. He'd stay behind him, 24 just a little bit too fast through these corners. That would allow the 17 car to close up, but then the 17 gets into him, spins him into the 70, and the caution flag would wave. A big wreck right there by the 24 of Preston Cope, and a really tough incident for him. As we take a look at a helicopter view, we get a better view of what happened. The 24 overshoots the corner, 17 sees a window, the 24 closes it, and then watch this, the 49 car flying in there, barely avoids it through the gravel. That's a tough spot right there. You can see the onboard of the 49 car up ahead, just a pile up right here. Nowhere to go in the groove, so he decides just go left. And luckily he escapes the incident, but we'll talk more about that in a minute. Kenneth Bueno on board. Just doesn't expect the 24 to go as wide as he does, doesn't expect him to turn back down into the groove. As you can see, the 17 car flips over just once before landing back on all 4 tires. And then in a controversial decision by the officials, the 49 of Elly Productions would be black flagged for advancing his position by going off the racing surface. As you can see, he would restart second, but still having to serve that black flag, it wouldn't mean much. He would duck out of the way for this restart, but it would be the 9 of Logan Shore leading them back to the green flag on lap number 8. Preston Cope and Matthew Stewart, 2nd and 3rd. As you can see, the 24 right on the back of the 9, not showing any mercy right here, just right on the back of him heading up the hill. The 9 would be able to hold his line and hold his ground in the first position heading up the hill, and then the 24 heading down the hill right here would run these next set of corners way too wide, as you can see right here. Really wide on the racing surface. 17 of Matthew Stewart barely passes. The 17 of Kenneth Bueno stuck on the inside behind the 24. That would allow the 49 to pull into the 4th position. The 24 would continue to run on. Skip ahead a little bit right here. The 70 of Matthew Stewart going for the lead. Then he overshoots the corner by a lot, hits the outside wall, then right here turns right back in front of the 2nd and 3rd place cars, causing another caution. Another wreck, this time being caused by the 70 as we take an onboard look. No doubt what happened here, just enters the corner way too fast, can't hold his line, hits the wall, then instead of staying up top, turns right, and his competitors get into him there. A really tough situation for them. So we take an onboard look at the 9 of Logan Shore, giving the 70 plenty of room, not sure what he's going to do here. This incident would also notably not allow the 49 of Elly Productions to clear his black flag, so after this caution, he's still under a black flag that he has to clear. As we skip ahead to the restart here, the 17 of Kenneth Bueno gets back to the lead. The 49 of Elly Productions ducking out of the way to give the other cars up top plenty of room. Logan Shore and Matthew Stewart 2nd and 3rd. Kenneth Bueno would start to pull away with the lead, the 70 car heading up the hill here. He wouldn't get too much damage from that incident, allowing him to still race competitively. Then heading down the hill, you'll see the 24 car just hammers him in the back end. And then right here, nowhere for the 49 to go. This incident wouldn't cause a caution. They would be able to continue on board the 24 car heading into these S's. Again, just a really tough situation there, as he also gets spun out by the 49 car. As we skip ahead a little bit, the 17 car extending his lead over the 9 of Logan Shore in second place. As you can see, heading into that part of the racetrack, it was notably the 17 car's race at this point. He just had so much of a lead. It would take nothing but a caution that would screw him up. Then the 49 of Elly Productions would finally serve his penalty on lap 11. Then we skip ahead to lap 12. The 70 car of Matthew Stuart, same corner that one incident was in, gets into the 9, sending him in the wall, and the caution would come out for the final time. As we go on board the 70 car, again, too much speed. It's kind of hard to tell with this laggy view, but we can tell that he did get into the 9 car. The 17 of Kenneth Bueno in his first start would win race number 5 of the Elly Productions Cup Series. What a great race. Kenneth Bueno wins the race. Matthew Stuart, due to the incidents caused in this race, he would not gain any points from this race. Then Cope, Shore, and Productions. Let's take a look here. 5 drivers locked in at this point. Only 2 points positions remaining for the playoffs. Kenneth Bueno in the 17 Lowe's car would win the race. Thank you guys for watching. We hope you subscribe. Hope you enjoyed. I will see you in the next race.